Okay, so we're starting off tonight with a few presentations. Dr. Bileski, would you like to introduce them?
Yes, absolutely. We have an overview of the Hammarskjold Summer Academy, and Ms. Nicole Tibbetts is going to offer them.
Good evening. First, let me thank you very much for allowing me to share with you and the community this grant-funded Hammarskjold Summer Academy program. Having spent the last 3 days with the district's new teachers, I'm reminded how important it is to engage students in learning. We know students cannot learn if they're not engaged. The goal of the Hammarskjold Summer Academy was exactly that. Let's identify students who, in the right environment, would truly engage in the learning process and be even more prepared for the upcoming school year. The incredible team of teachers, including 3 of them who are with us here tonight, Colleen Talbot, Antonio Germanos, and Katie Matazeski, worked tirelessly to plan and implement this program. But rather than having us tell you about it, we'll let you see for yourselves.
Summer Academy was so much more fun than regular school. We did a lot of experiments and reading.
We had a big project and it just all came together. Like from art, music, and then we had science.
It was fun because we experienced it and we didn't read about it.
We also went on a trip to Gulliver's Gate in New York City, and it was awesome and amazing. It was so cool.
We used a thing called Makey Makey. That is, you hook it up to a computer and you're able to upload music to it and touch it.
They made their names in Model Magic, and then they're hooking them up to something called a Makey Makey, which makes anything a key. What that does is we run it through some music software, so when they touch any of the letters on their names, that's playing a sample and that's making a sound. So they're making the artwork physically that they made orally interactive.
The 3 weeks of interdisciplinary learning during Summer Academy provide an opportunity for students to grow in ways they might never have thought possible. Reading, writing, mathematics, science, art, technology, and socialization are the individual strands of the comprehensive learning that takes place.
The students are glazing their homes. The idea of this assignment was there's no place like home, and where we discussed the differences between a home and a house and the meaning behind that and the feeling. They hand-built their home constructions out of slabs, attached them, and now they're at the glazing stages. So they're adding color to emphasize their feelings and their ideas.
Invitations are extended to students whom we know will benefit from this intensive yet enjoyable summer learning experience. The chance to engage with their peers and their teachers in a slightly different way, more relaxed in some instances and more focused in others, provides a platform for exploring academic subjects in an all-inclusive manner.
But that's part of the engineering design process. You gotta test it and then you make changes.
This summer, students researched, designed, built, and experimented with air-powered cars, water turbines, and bridges. Students were so busy designing and experimenting, they barely noticed they were learning. Each student practiced basic math skills, chose a book, and participated in book club discussions every day. Though you might not think spending 3 weeks in the summer at school would be very appealing to a middle schooler, the students would proudly tell you otherwise.
So I loved Summer Academy. I thought it was so fun, and I wouldn't think it was going to be this fun, but it really was.
And I read a book called Ungifted, and it was really good. It's probably one of my favorite books that I had.
Try it out. If you don't like it, you don't have to come, but it's pretty fun.
Very strong because I'm able to say more about what I've done, and as a student, I've grown potentially.
What a great 3 weeks it
That
was.
looked like so
Yeah,
much
it was very
fun.
feelings.
Once again, thank you for allowing me to share this program with you tonight and for your continued support of innovative instructional practices that make a difference in the lives of our students. Thank you.
Wow.
So how many kids do we have and what grades did they represent?
So these were Hammarskjold students. So last year, they were 6th and 7th graders, so they're
Okay.
going into 7th and 8th grade this year. And we had 30 students participate. 27, maybe at the end of the day was.
And it was for one 3-week session?
Yes.
Is it the kind of thing where if we would want to, or we could run several 3-week sessions if there was a need for it?
Absolutely. We actually invited 60 students based on academic performance, and we had 30 whose parents signed them up. So one of the things that we did was actually reach out to the families of students who didn't participate to try to get feedback to understand why they didn't. One of our ideas with this video will be that next year when we invite families to have their child participate, we'll share the video with them so they have a better understanding of what the program was.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Ms. Tibbetts, how many students will your grant fund? Will it fund the full 60 students?
Depends on how Ms. Foley writes her Title I grant.
Yes, it will.
Okay, all right.
Great.
Yeah, so we're early in the grant process,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
we spent our money first, so there's money for it in
Good.
Title I funds, for sure.
Are there any facets of the Summer Academy program that could be utilized in our regular classrooms during the school year?
That's a great question. One of the things that we did this summer was actually run professional development during 2 days of this program, where we took a team, a house at Hammarskjold, and taught them about this style of instruction, had them go into the classrooms, really see it in action, talk to some of the teachers about how it went, and then they've developed now 2 projects that they're planning to roll out in their team this year with their students, with the goal of that being something that happens throughout Hammarskjold going forward.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nicole.